Right, so we are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook. And I'm just going to come in here. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to come here and say good evening. I apologize for not getting on earlier today or even on Sunday, family, holiday weekends, stuff happens. And so I'm here this evening and well, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm just going to kind of let that out, let myself get a little bit grounded. And that's kind of what I have to ask this evening. It is a new moon, and the new moon, of course, is setting new intentions. I don't know if anybody caught Jackie's live last night. It was wonderful. Um, it was really very helpful for me myself, working on getting a little bit more organized. I feel like just been kind of moving around. So I wanted to first pick out of the new moon the Moonology cards tonight. I don't know, when I was meditating before I came on, I was just told this evening to work with the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle cards and the Moonology Oracle cards. So, well, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to flip through. I really just wanted to find the new moon in Virgo. And I'm not, I'm actually not even going to look for it there. We're going to come over here and just, okay. It's so interesting, especially with this atmosphere and what is involved. Um, a time to give rather than take is a new moon Virgo. And that's just our overall season, not really that's actually the phase of our moon this month. And it basically is it's time to take stock of our situations. Where are we? Where do we want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies. So add these into your routines now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and think more about what you can do for the others. Attune with the moon, recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. I'm not really going to go into all of this oracle card. I just wanted to touch on the new moon in Virgo for you. It's interesting because even before this whole new moon, I had been reaching out and speaking to a couple of people, really having a difficult time setting my own personal goals and really setting my own schedule. So it took a lot of analyzing and communication to allocate my time and do things slightly different. And so it's interesting how Jackie last night had done the read, and it was all about setting intentions and letting things out there. And then here we are in this new moon. So I'm going to ask, I'm going to actually take this, just going to put the keyboard away. I'll leave the mouse out, but to the side. And I'm going to actually let my pendulum decide this evening as to where we start. What is it that we need to know? What do we need to prepare for? Like it says, 2 feet, 4 feet, scales are hide. May our minds stay open and our wings span wide. I always, I don't know. I like that. It's almost like just a welcoming of it all. All right, so we're going to start with the Wild Unknown deck first. And I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle away and see where we go from there. I'm sorry. I'm just waiting till waiting to see what feels right here. What our messages are going to be this evening. And I just ask that I continue to be guided and whatever needs to be heard, I'm able to deliver. All right, so our first card up. Oh, tarantula. Very interesting. I was talking to some spiders today. As you know, I do read for these cards. I just passed it. Oh, sorry, I have a cramp in my fingers, and so it doesn't want me to flip the page. I better make sure you can hear me. Okay, tarantula. Wow, at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma, a habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention in order to find true happiness. You must choose Dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When it's in balance, we follow our intuition. When it's out of balance, we hesitate, we over intellectualize, and to bring back in balance, daily journaling. So, very much the earth element, um, rather appropriate with intentions and, setting goals and all that kind of good stuff. I love the cosmic egg. Yes. So we are now, we're in the ether or the spiritual element. And I've always loved the egg, wrapped around. It's almost like the gold, just being protected by the serpent. The cosmic egg, completion, harmony, infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self effort and grace, we experience self realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of incorrectness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The cosmic egg in the seventh chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head called Sahasrara. 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 Sorry. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upwards towards the Sahasrara. Each of the six lower chakra plays an important role along this journey. And once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate light of a million suns. So, awakening the Kundalini, which is that serpent rising up. And really, lots of times it's what's within our root chakra, what's in that base chakra, what like, sometimes it's what came with us, or just agreements that we've made universally, maybe like unconsciously. And well, when we do those, we sometimes, well, I stick to them. And so we have to let those things that don't serve us or are just, well, they're, how do I want to put it? Unnecessary interruptions, right? Unnecessary interruptions. And that kind of is, the modern day. We get so fragmented and we're so chopped up in what's getting in. Maybe that's why I've had such a hard time myself getting into my goals and my schedule. It's like, we allow so many things to deviate and dictate our schedules and then, we factor in divine will and then we factor in free will and things can just get so convoluted and confusing. So, it comes to these times where we just have to take back. We have to just take this deep breath, this really just really deep breath and holding it in at that very end and then just taking it in and feeling that breath running through the beautiful body and exhaling out and just letting it go. Just let it all go for a moment and breathe because I think the next 2 weeks are gonna be pretty hectic for a lot of people. I really do. Next card is the bee, right? This beautiful I love the bees. I'm so happy, they're coming around every morning when the flowers are open and they're going back and forth. And so the bee very much into my little schedule. So move through our air. So we've had earth and ether, our spiritual and coming into our air. Of course, the tarantula was that fire. So I took that back. I apologize. And that one. Nope. B. Earnest, hardworking, and democratic. The B personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures aware of many subtleties at the time at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and then sting. When in balance, it's the content, active, vibrant. When it's out of balance, overworked, annoyed, bringing in balance is possibly a mini vacation. But, we do that, and I guess that kind of goes back, or even even the bee, the busy bee, and we're working, 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 and we're going through, and all the things that like just with the other card, and with these fragmented of time. And so then we get tired, and then we get slightly irritable. So it's really about that self-care. I guess I should let you guys see hi to Charlie. He's really getting up there and eating. I don't think you've ever actually had seen him stand up. But we've got all three in there. One's behind. But anyways, and it happens. We're so stressed about trying to get things done that we're supposed to get done, that society says we have to do, or things that we say we have to do. And then at the same time, the things that we want to do. And then there's like this little bit of annoyance. So it's really about bringing in some balance and some self-care and love. I just want to double check. I'm just asking if there's any more of these cards that I need to pull. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick reshuffle here. Maybe pull a couple more of these animal oracle cards. Um, Maybe there's something that someone needs to hear. I hope so, because that's what we're here for, to just try to help in any way we can. Like I said, my fingers do not seem to be working very well. I did use my hands a lot today for my other work, and that could be why. So that could very well be why. We're going into the beaver. It's nice how we're getting each of the elements here. I really enjoy that. So we're moving into our water. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home and financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma, some selfless service, karma yoga, which is really, like I said, being of service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance physical labor and selfless service. So we are now moving back over into the fire. I'm not mistaken. We've got our fire ants, so that's why I knew it was fire. But um, this should be. This is going to be actually. All right, come to me, fire ant. Come to me. I am so sorry. One like. Thank you. I would. There we go. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or a situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. So when it's in balance, it's thoughtful and disciplined. And when it's out of balance, argues, excessive heat, and gossip. And to bring it into balance, take some time to yourself, take some walks at night. Um, there is that quiet at night. And I know here in Florida, there's a nice breeze this evening. Um, but there are some no-see-ums. And I can understand this card actually coming through with the others. Um, because especially when we don't want to deal with what we have to deal with, we have a tendency to, well, we have a tendency to find other things. Oh my gosh, we're going right back into fire again here. We're going in with the gazelle. And this is really the gazelle, if I'm not mistaken, is all about grace. Um, Just tug and go. Well, maybe a little bit more than that, elegance, but heightened awareness and ability, vulnerable. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle soul. When in balance, graceful, perceptive, artistic. When it's out of balance, there might be some allergies, insomnia, racing the mind. You know, it goes back to the big overwork, you know, great and wonderful until it works too hard, and there's that. So it's about bringing in that balance, which is so achievable here within this. And then, we had the beaver here that just works, works, works at the projects that are given. And then and then we have that fire ant just kind of moving around. And lots of times I really, well, I know with me, um, it's either because I'm not quite sure which direction I want to take. Um, well, I know that before it was a lot of self judgment. And like I said, I took that vow not to do that. So I'm being a little bit more protective there. But there are just like all these other things that we so easily accept to put in our way, so we can conveniently not have to do that deep work on ourselves. Um, so, yeah. Okay. So apparently we're going to be on this for a little bit. I thought I'd be doing a short read. Um, okay. So now we're moving in. Sorry, that light with the reflection of the whale. I'm so sorry. How can I possibly do this for you? There we go. I always forget. Left hand. And there we are. That beautiful whale. Even now, looking into that eye, just there in the card, it's like, oh, it sees you, it knows you. Desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom. So, if we do just start working on bringing that balance and really looking into ourselves and trusting ourselves and our intuition, um, and not making excuses, just addressing it with love, compassion, grace, and patience, but desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. When it's in balance, it's calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When it's out of balance, heavy, slips into the old story to bring into balance regular self care. And that's where we are, just taking care of that. And so then now we're coming in. Just give me a moment. I'm getting into that earth element here. And I really I like this because the snake, and the snake here it's like it's actually taking in its own tail. Um so that you can really just understand it for, you've got this sacred geometry of the flower of life. Um and it's just this circle, but guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, some people know this as prana, chi, many, many things, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. We talked about this earlier. We had the cosmic egg, which also had the serpent going around with that kundalini. But regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it up from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When in balance, prosperous, creative, charismatic. When out of balance, starts and stops many things to bring into balance Kundalini yoga and meditation. So, and I did say awakening the Kundalini. Um, but that all that stuff, that untapped potential in just seeing those things, that really comes from just really going within the heart and seeing it, feeling it. Just maybe it's even just a tickle. Any more oracle cards? Okay, so that is it for the the wild unknown animal spirit cards. I'm going to recap for you. We had tarantula, going into that fire element, waiting, planning patiently. The cosmic egg, which is the spiritual realm. The bee, the beaver, fire ant, gazelle, whale, and snake. I think that goes right along with the new moon type of feeling, even with the animal oracle cards. Tell them thank you very much. So place them in their space. All right, now on to the moonology. Let's see what we have, what we have, what we have. So I'm gonna give that one more shuffle. I'm trying to do a real shuffle. All right. Being very particular with me this evening. Hmm. So confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. And just this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. When you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. This means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carrying yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Attune to the moon. Make time to have some fun. It's time for you to show the world what you've got, shine your light, have some pride, spoil yourself. You've earned it. You've turned someone's head. The teaching. I like this. I'm going to let this one be for me too. The teaching. Leo is the sign of the big and brave hearted lion of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, then this new moon card comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Yeah. Is there any other cards? Okay. All right. So you're going to try to find some balance, right? We're going to try to find some balance. Really put forth that effort into our work, especially these projects, especially over the next 2 weeks. And but be proud of ourselves. And when we have that balance, like we don't overwork and sting like the bee or get restless like the fire ants. I mean, just that constant struggle with the beaver, just work, 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 and that dedication. Um, yeah, there's purpose. There's purpose for you, there's purpose for me, there's purpose for us all. So go out, embrace nature, take a deep breath, and I don't know, love and light. Until we see each other again, pure thoughts, loving words, compassionate heart. I bow in gratitude. Thank you.